Hey there, nice to see you. A new angle, a new day. And I can't keep it anymore. I have got to get this out of my system.
Video games are everywhere. You can't escape it, and Black Ops 3 is one of them. Off to the reveal. Huh.
Did I miss something?
So the reveal date is very hard to find. I've searched high and low for the first instance, but it's been all over the place on the first reveal. It's been hard to identify the correct date. But the game released on November 6, 2015 on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and also the PS3 and Xbox 360. I don't understand why. And the Mac OS on April 4th, 2019 because Treyarch didn't realize people use Macs. Like, what do? Do they look at an article on how to avoid gaming on Macs?
So no doubt, it's cool that they made a Mac version. But why? Why didn't they release it when it first came out? It's a little stupid on their end that they released it way after.
This thing is a masterpiece, and also not at the same time. Trust me, if you looked over and you saw Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for the 7th gen systems, you freak out too. Story mode takes place in the far, far future, more specifically 2065. This was a slight trend going on around the time. Every game had to feel futuristic.
No, I'm sure this will make a great conversation piece, but no.
The main plot would be where the world's having trouble with all the new tech that they've created. Just turn it off! I can tell the plot of the main game, but I'm one of those people who just want the thrill of multiplayer and zombies.
I'm a certified NTSC citizen. What do you expect?
Multiplayer, a thing for everyone. This rating is misleading. It would be a similar fashion to the previous games, but this time we have the hover ability and the wall run, which after every jump you get a slight boost and run against a wall, you start running on it. It's okay. Really, it's Call of Duty multiplayer in its core, team deathmatch, free-for-all, search and destroy, capture the flag. How can you go wrong? Well, I'm sure something went wrong. There is the addition to you picking your own characters, which they call Specialist. But I like Firebreaker because he has a flamethrower. Each character has their own special weapon, which would have to eliminate the other team to charge it up. And oh dear lord, don't let the kids watch. Some interesting futuristic maps this time around, and even Nuketown. Yeah, this is a traditional map that's been in the first Black Ops game, were to be a small testing area, but then Treyarch said, let's keep reusing the same map. You also have the progression system, the classic style. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this would be a level up until you get to the end kind of thing. There's not much afterwards, no next season to look forward to or anything.
But what about the zombies mode? I'm sure there's at least one person out there who's not interested in multiplayer in the slightest. But who is that person?
There's zombies mode where you have reality leave you if it hasn't already and then survive rounds and rounds of zombies. It just comes with one map.
This is a weird thing with me. Black Ops 1 and 2 came bundled with at least 2 maps. Sure, some of them might be unlockables, but still, Black Ops 3 only came with 1 map right out of the box. Which is kind of stupid because people will get tired of it eventually.
And if there's a problem, then the term DLC will fix it, and this would either include new maps or remaster maps. What a funny word.
Chicken?
This no doubt gave you a lot more options to play in the zombies mode. And if you got the right DLC, you also got extra maps in the multiplayer mode to play with. There are changes in the zombies mode in this game, starting with a thing called Gobblegum. This is primarily something to help you out in the game if you really need it. I played this game for roughly 5 years and I didn't know what it was until recently. Interesting enough, Zombies has a story as well. With zombies escaping into the real world and player having to do rituals just to upgrade your weapon, that don't make any sense.
But remember, this is just Shadows of Evil.
I only really know the remaster map plot. It really had no change from the originals, and the Origins map actually having story behind it still. But they just had to support the PS3 and Xbox 360 by putting a game on there.
Now I have this cool tool. If I put this thing to any game, it can tell me if it's a bad port. Patent pending though. I haven't thought about the name though. I think we have a winner!
No doubt they did get an 8th gen game to run on bread, but that don't make up for the excuse for it looking like a Nintendo 3DS game. Now tell me, which one's more graphically intense? The animations are just not good as well. Yeah, for some reason they thought it'd be funny if the characters were kinda stiff during gameplay. Just imagine playing the game like this and you have a fun evening.
Hang on, I think I'm stiff.
These versions only include the multiplayer and zombies, and that's fine. I've already said I'm a multiplayer and zombies fan. but if you push me too far, I might just go to zombies. But back to the subject. And the 8th gen ran flawlessly at 1080p 60 FPS, with the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X enhancements coming after an update. This runs poorly at lower resolutions and 30 FPS.
Slight downgrade, right?
The 7th gen versions are missing some multiplayer maps, and the zombies is missing half the DLC. Where's the moon map? The 7th gen versions feel like they're rushed and poorly optimized for the system. This wasn't even done by the normal developer. For the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions, they had Beanox and Mercenary Technology make the game. You know Beanox, the one that made a few other games? I can tell it wasn't the normal developer, but at the end of the day, this gets the job done. It does technically give you Black Ops 3 multiplayer and zombies, but on older systems. But if you don't want to play on bread, then it's better to go with the Xbox One, PS4, PC, or even the Mac version.
DLCs and re-releases, anyone?
Sure, why talk about Mario Kart Wii when I can talk about the DLCs for Black Ops 3? I can think of a few reasons. After and during the game's release, they had a few things going on to add to the game. There were 2 editions called Juggernog and Hardened editions. Not much information I could find about the Hardened edition, but the Juggernog edition was more tailored towards zombies fans, including a cool steelbook, a mini fridge, and then coaster set, along with art cards, zombies map, and season pass, and finally a digital soundtrack. I don't think that makes any sense. Sure, having a CD or just an Apple iTunes code for the exclusive soundtrack, but from my understanding, this would be something from the PlayStation Store. There was a PS4 console themed after the game, and plus I had a controller themed after the game as well. It would pretty much have the game pre-installed on the system, and also have a digital code for Nuketown. Thanks, but I've already gotten a map like a few times before. The Digital Deluxe Edition is here to keep those happy who just like the digital games. Really, it just boils down to including an exclusive PS4 home screen, a zombies map, season pass, and a few weapons. Really, the only other release after the initial release would be the Zombies Chronicles bundle, and it includes the main game along with a dictionary. So this version is basically them swapping their leftover base game with a cover that says, "Ooh, DLC included." I really didn't know until recently on how the add-on was included. But here it is, I now know. This is really the only way to get Black Ops 3 new nowadays, unless you want to... The Zombies Chronicles bundle started in 2017 and is still selling in everywhere I can think of, but I've gotten Black Ops 3 before this started happening, so I'm safe. They no longer sell the base version brand new, that's a little unfortunate, and plus they could possibly include Zombies Chronicles on the disc of the 2017 version.
Honestly, this is fine. It's a fun game and I can be playing it for hours, even though this game's not on everyone's wish list, or at least not the top of it. Still a fun game to play, and just to have the 7th gen versions as a conversation piece. But now, I might just try to go for Super Mario Galaxy, Family Feud, or Big Brain Academy on Wii.